Despite living in Scotland, very rarely do I get the chance to visit Edinburgh, but I was spending a few days in the capital and I was attracted to stay here at the CoURT because of its low price, its prime location, and because of its consistent high ratings. And it really didn't disappoint. The CoURT is an exceptional and modern hostel, albeit on the small side. Staff are friendly, the rooms and common areas are clean, and the beds are incredibly comfortable. Being honest though, the hostel is lacking when it comes to atmosphere. There was little buzz or energy around the place, and compared to other hostels I've stayed at, it did feel pretty flat. Though that's maybe more to do with the hostel being less busy at the moment due to the ongoing pandemic. There's free Wi-Fi throughout the building, 2 USB power sockets in each pod, and a good sized locker. Eye masks and earbuds are also available in the rooms for light sleepers. Usually the hostel offers breakfast for a small charge, however this wasn't available during my stay, but the coffee and waffles were a great alternative. Previously the building was used as an actual port, and the hostel really leans into the building's history. The cells have been converted into private rooms, and the court room is now a sleep studio with pods. Situated in Parliament Square in the old town, the CoURT is right in the Royal Mile, a stone's throw from Edinburgh Castle and many of the other leading attractions. It's also within comfortable walking distance from Waverley, with the train station just 5 minutes away. I hadn't stayed in a capsule style hostel before, and I did worry the pod would feel cramped and claustrophobic. I didn't find that, but I can see that it might put some people off from staying here. I was staying in a 6-person dorm, and I was surprised by just how quiet the space was. I was able to get great sleep, and the only noise I really heard was a few people opening the zippers on their luggage. This was my first trip during the pandemic. Being around people in small spaces is a bit of a given when it comes to staying in a hostel, so I was curious to see how they would handle the new social distancing measures. Really, the only changes I could see were the plastic screens at reception, along with hand sanitizer stations throughout the building, and numbers in the dorms were also managed. There are a number of other hostels in Edinburgh available for around the same price that may suit you better, but I really can't fault the CoURT. It's such a unique space and place to stay, and at just £17 per night is great value for money. One drawback though, particularly for those travelling on their own, is that there really isn't any arranged activities, so it's not as conducive to socialising as some other hostels I've stayed at. Although they do offer a beer and whisky tasting in the vaults below the hostel each evening at 7 PM. The lack of arranged activities doesn't seem to be enough to put people off though. The hostel rates strongly for both solo travellers and couples, with over 1,800 reviews on booking.com. The time of recording is rated at a 9.3 out of 10. This is all the more impressive given the hostel has only been open for a year. The CoURT has high ambitions of being the best hostel in Edinburgh. I was definitely impressed and wouldn't hesitate to stay again. The few small areas that let it down on this trip were far outweighed by the positives. Have you stayed in Edinburgh? Where's your favourite place to stay? And would the capsule style pod put you off from staying at the CoURT? Leave a comment below, and remember to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button.